very convenient to fit it in, and it's worth fitting it in because everybody's worth it and everybody's health is worth it too.
Everybody, I have Lauren Wagryzniak here from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Lauren just finished her entire program. She's met her goal. She's absolutely crushed it these past 24 weeks. Is that right, Lauren?
Mm-hmm.
24 weeks. And she has joined us here tonight to share her story with all of you out there, hopefully to inspire any of you that are looking to get onto your own health and fitness journey yourself. And I'm so happy to have her here with me to share that. So without further ado, Lauren, how's it going today?
Great. I'm keeping active, even though we are mostly staying at home, but at least it's been nice out. So it's nice to be able to work out at home and have kind of something consistent to keep going while we're all trying to just get through the staying at home time right now.
Absolutely. And everybody out there that catches this way down the line, she's speaking about the insane coronavirus COVID-19 quarantine that we are all issued to stay indoors and social distancing. And so, it's more important than ever to stay active, stay healthy, eat good foods, and keep on top of your health, so it's great to have you here and to share your story because I'm sure it's going to inspire lots of women out there. So why don't we start off right off the bat with, how did you feel before starting coaching with Right to Fitness online?
I was really tired most of the days when I came home from work. Work is busy, but just not sleeping well. That's been something that's always been a struggle for me. Worried about just continually kind of gaining weight, feeling sluggish during the day. And then my cholesterol was high when I reached 30. They did the blood test for the 30-year-old and I found out my cholesterol was high. So I was supposed to watch what I was eating and be more active. And then we tested in a year and it went up even more. So I was getting worried about that because I am younger, and wanted to be able to catch it now without having to go on medicine and do all that kind of stuff at a younger age. So I was mostly worried about where I was headed, especially my cholesterol, which is something I never really thought was going to be an issue at this point, because I don't really have a family history of that. So that was a big thing for me.
Yeah, that's good. Super important to start. And when we first talked, it was great that you reached out. Lauren and I go way back. We were friends before, back when we were in high school. So it was nice to hear from her and to hear her story that she was at a point where she knew something that needed to be done. She wasn't ready to give up. She wasn't ready to kind of roll over and let her health issues at that time take over her life. So we worked together and started crushing those goals. And I can't wait to get into a little bit more of that. So what made you want to start training with me and go into a full program with Right to Fitness Online?
I don't remember whose story it was. I saw on Facebook that someone had worked with you and really had big changes. And I was fairly active. I worked out mostly at home. I have a treadmill and some weights and stuff, but whatever I was doing wasn't appropriate, wasn't enough, and didn't really include nutrition, which is something that I've always struggled with. I know that I always put the time in, give or take, to work out, but not a full package. So I wanted better guidance from someone who could do the whole thing for me and kind of have it all laid out for me so I could really make a good change.
Just get some direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good. So what were your goals when you first started out?
As I said, I wanted to lower my cholesterol for sure. I wanted to, originally I wanted to lose 12 to 15 pounds, and then I run a lot. So I wanted to just increase my endurance with running, get stronger, and just get faster. Cause after gaining weight, it's obviously a lot to carry around. So you get slower when you're running too, and all day long anyways. So definitely I wanted to improve my running times too.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that right now, because this is what everybody, is probably tuning in to find out. Let's talk about your results. What have you achieved so far in your journey with Right to Fitness Online?
Well, like I said, I wanted to lose 12 to 15 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I doubled that. So almost 31. I lost 30.8 pounds in the 24 weeks. And I don't know about my measurements right now, but I definitely lost a lot, mostly hips and waist, which is where I put it on first. That I noticed big time, inches lost there. So very
Awesome.
happy.
And how do you feel?
Much better about myself. And I just feel stronger. Like I went for a run earlier today and I just felt lighter because 31 pounds off is really a big difference. Just all together stronger. I don't have to worry about how I'm going to feel when I get up in the morning and have to get dressed, about how I look. That kind of stuff. It's already built into my schedule to work out. I made a calendar for my days off because I'm not working right now. So every day has different things I want to do, clean out my closet, stuff like that. But I also have workouts on every single day. So it's just something I cross off. It's just part of the schedule now. And a lot easier to get all that stuff done.
Yeah, that's awesome. Let's talk a little bit about, I know you were mentioning you were trying this and trying that, and it wasn't working for you. What are some of the things that you have tried in the past that just wasn't cutting it for you? And what has led you to where you are now with Right to Fitness Online? So let's talk about, the things that you've tried in the past that just didn't work for you.
In the past, obviously I did a lot of running, and that's just not a very balanced workout. So you need to do, cardio plus lifting. And when I would get really into my running, I wouldn't add the lifting on before or after other days because I would get so focused on the miles or whatever that I was getting in. And whenever I started working with this program, I really wasn't doing hardly any lifting. The gym I go to wasn't seeing me really. It's $1 a month. So why would I wasn't wasting money by not going when I have a treadmill at home. I would run outside. So I was doing that. And then when I did work for losing weight, I was counting calories, which is part of knowing what you're putting in your body, but obviously not getting the right kind of calories, because I could be under my calories for the day, but eat cookies and ice cream, which isn't the same as eating chicken and vegetables. So learning what I need to have balance in that too, which was a big thing for me.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. It's more than just calories in and calories out. You gotta learn what food is. You gotta learn these things,
Yeah, definitely.
So what have you enjoyed the most about the program?
I have enjoyed a lot of the other women that are doing the program too, hearing from them, getting motivation from the whole group, which is nice because yeah, you're all on your own journey, but it's all kind of the same at the same time, depending on what motivates you and all that. So we all kind of need a little bit of push here and there. And it's nice to hear from other people's perspectives that are going through the same thing, and just high fives on Facebook or whatever, just to say everyone's doing a good job. So that's been really fun. And then, when I say something to you like, hey, I don't really like doing this one workout, not that it's because it's hard, but because like my ankles bother me or something, you are very available to immediately say back, hey, we'll work the same muscle group, but here, do this one instead and see if that's easier for whatever is uncomfortable. So
the flexibility was big.
Yes.
For you.
Yeah. And the fact that you are often available to answer my questions pretty immediately. So
I try. Yeah. And having that sense of community too is huge. Knowing that there's other people out there, other women out there that are going through the same thing that you are is a big deal. You don't have to suffer in silence. I always try to tell people, like, encourage other people to join in, and you also don't know who you're quietly influencing as well. And you've definitely done that through the group. The ladies saw you having great success, which then in turn helped them along with their own success. And I'm sure that was, a give and take relationship as well.
Absolutely.
Being involved with everybody. Awesome. I'm glad that you enjoyed that. So what kind of goals do you have set for yourself now?
I, first of all, maintain what I've lost.
All right.
That is still a goal. Keep getting stronger. I do want to focus on running more, because since I was doing 3 days a week running and 3 days a week lifting, I kind of want to do maybe one more day running, and then just make sure I keep full body lifting twice a week, probably, just to keep up the strength that I built everywhere else, because that is super important. And keep eating well. And I never really cooked before this, so I've gotten a teeny bit better and more comfortable at cooking. Not a ton, but because I've had, making meals and stuff at home got me at least a little bit more comfortable with that kind of thing in the kitchen. So
That's awesome.
keep working on that.
Just
Yep.
maintain, you've changed your lifestyle, you've put in the work, you created new habits, and now it's just staying focused, and keeping what you've earned. Never go back to where you were before. That's the most important part.
Nope.
And where are your energy levels at these days? How you feeling energy wise?
Well, not this week because I haven't worked, so that's a bad week to consider. But in general, a lot better. I wasn't falling asleep on the couch in the evening, taking my nap and then going. So I haven't been doing the evening naps really at all, and sleeping better at night. So a lot better, just more daily energy. Again, probably partly because it's just less body to carry around is a big part of it, I'm sure. But then also just being more active in general and knowing that that's important too.
Yeah. Cut down on that inflammation too. All that inflammation that was in your body, and, introducing more healthy foods that gives you that long sustaining energy boost, as opposed to, the quick fix foods that, go through your system rapidly. It makes a big difference. And not to mention, you're much more confident and you're feeling better, and, you feel better in your skin and your clothes, and, that changes a lot of things too. I'm so happy.
Yes, just a lot less stress.
Yes, that's huge. In general. I love that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a big thing. So last question.
You don't really realize it till it's done. Like I said, I feel like a weight's off my shoulders when I finished.
Yeah, and definitely. You feel that now.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things too. I mean, that's a good point you bring up. It's, you take it for granted, or you just get used to the situation you're in, that you don't realize it, like you said, until you get to a better place, and you're like, wow, how was I ever living that way? It makes a big difference. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So last question, what would you tell anybody that is thinking about joining in on the program, starting to change their lifestyle, wanting to finally get on their own fitness health journey? What would you say to anybody who's thinking about joining Right to Fitness online?
If you aren't a gym person, it's for you. If you are a gym person, it's for you. If you have kids, I don't personally, but a lot of the women have kids that they would play with and lift with them and want to get involved in that. So that it's for me with my cat that sits and watches me work out at home, or people that have their kids to inspire their children, or inspire their parents, coworkers, whoever. But also it's for anybody, and you can make all the time for it because it can be at any part of your day. So that's why it's nice to have it online. All it is on your phone, and you carry your phone with you at all the time anyways. So it's just very convenient to fit it in, and it's worth fitting it in because everybody's worth it, and everybody's health is worth it too.
Very well said. That's a mic drop moment. I don't have to say anything else. All right, Lauren. Well, thank you for joining me. Like I said, I am sure that your story is going to inspire lots of ladies out there to take, the initiative into their own health. I very much appreciate you sitting down with me for, the last 15, 20 minutes and sharing this with us. So thank you.
You are welcome. Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Here's the next level. Keep things moving in the right direction. And I'm always here if you need me.
Thank you.
All right, Lauren. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.